It was a sunny afternoon, and I was enjoying the garden when I heard a strange, steady hum. The sound wasn't from a bee or a fly, it was something different, coming from above. Curious, I walked toward the house, scanning the roofline. The buzzing grew louder near the edge of the roof tiles. That's when I spotted them. Tiny winged creatures darting in and out of a small gap. Dozens, maybe hundreds of wasps moving with purpose. I felt a mix of excitement and caution. A wasp nest, right on my doorstep. Wasps can be dangerous, but they're also fascinating. I stepped back, careful not to disturb them, and watched from a safe distance. Some wasps flew out, likely searching for food. Others returned, carrying bits of wood pulp. It was like watching a miniature city in action. I realized this was a rare chance to observe wildlife up close. But I also knew I couldn't just leave the nest so close to the house. My mission was clear. Learn about my new buzzing neighbors and figure out the safest way to handle the situation. Time to do some research. Sometimes, the wildest discoveries happen right at home. I felt like I was on an expedition, but this time, the adventure was in my own backyard. I needed to understand these creatures before making any decisions. The first step: observe, learn, and respect their space. The adventure had just begun. I was ready to find out what it really means to live alongside wasps. Let's see what I discovered next. Using binoculars from across the garden, I got a closer look at the wasps. They were yellow jackets, black and yellow stripes, sleek bodies, and fast, precise movements. Their bright colors warn predators. Stay away. The wasps zipped in and out of the nest, following a clear flight path. It was like a busy airport runway. I noticed them touching antennae and working together, an organized society with every wasp playing a role. Activity peaked during the warmest part of the day, then slowed as the sun set. Watching them, I gained a new respect for these creatures. They're not just pests, they're vital to the ecosystem, controlling other insects. Seeing them up close changed my perspective. Wasps are complex, important animals. Even through binoculars I could appreciate their world. There's more to wasps than meets the eye. Let's dig deeper into their lives. Wasps are insects, related to bees and ants, with thousands of species worldwide. The ones in my roof were social wasps, living in large colonies led by a queen. The queen lays eggs, the female workers build the nest, find food, and defend the colony. My roof offered them a safe, dry spot, perfect for raising young. Wasps build their nests by chewing wood into a paper-like material. Inside, hexagonal cells hold eggs and larvae. The colony grows all summer, sometimes reaching thousands of wasps. But a wasp colony only lasts 1 year. In late summer, new queens and males are produced mate, and the old colony dies off as winter comes. Only new queens survive, hibernating until spring. The old nest is never reused. Understanding their life cycle helped me see why they chose my home. It's all about survival and finding the right shelter. Now, I needed to figure out how to handle my unexpected guests. Time for action. With the nest so close to people, safety was my top concern. Wasps can be dangerous, especially for those allergic to stings. Removing a nest isn't a DIY job. Disturbing it can unleash hundreds of angry wasps. The safest option: call a professional pest controller. I warned everyone to avoid the area and put up a sign. When the expert arrived, they wore a thick protective suit and used special tools. They applied insecticide powder at the nest entrance, which the wasps carried inside. The process was quick, calm, and respectful. The professional advised keeping the area clear for 24 hours and checking for gaps in the spring to prevent future nests. Watching the removal, I realized dealing with wildlife requires knowledge and respect. It's about being proactive and safe. The nest was gone, but the lesson remained. I'd learned how to handle a wild situation responsibly. But what about living with nature's neighbors? After the treatment, the buzzing stopped and the garden was quiet again. I felt relief, but also missed the excitement of observing the wasps. They were a reminder that we share our world with amazing creatures, even in our own backyards. Wasps get a bad reputation, but they're brilliant builders, dedicated parents, and crucial for the environment. They control pests and help pollinate plants. Living with wildlife means finding balance, acting safely but also with respect. Understanding animals is the first step to dealing with them humanely. If you find a wasp nest, don't panic. Keep your distance, observe, and call the experts. Every wildlife encounter is a chance to learn and connect with nature. Be curious, be cautious, and be amazed by the wild world around you. Even the smallest creatures have a story worth discovering. My backyard adventure taught me that nature is always closer than we think, and every day is a chance to explore it.